frozen skies anew. The sky a canvas of infinity, all colors spark with affinity. The tail a brush of creativity paints a rainbow made of snow. The rivulet races and gleams like living colors born from dreams, and the colors dance and fly. The shimmer awakes the sky, the aurora enchanted glow, satellite the artistic flow. The wind spirit knows that the art now flows, colorful like foxfires, full of the soul's desires. The foxtail paints the snow, the aurora enchanted glow, satellite the artistic flow. The wind spirit knows that the art now flows, colorful like foxfires, full of the soul's desires. The foxtail paints the snow, the aurora enchanted glow, satellite the artistic flow. Hello. Hi, Kate. Is anyone listening all right? Hi, Danette. Why is this not? Oh, it's broken. Okay. Right. 24. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Kate. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, I think I'm going to need mess up the camera a little bit. Oop. Let me check if my live chat's open accordingly. Yes, it is. So what I thought is I have this buddy group and I do not even started yet. So I figured I might give it a head start. I have two buddy groups I did not start yet. It's this one and there's another one. Yes. Hello. And I have another one. Well, I have this one, but it's not the one I was thinking about. This is Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford. And this, let me see. Is it that one? No. 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 Oh, this is so cute. Alright. I knew it. Oh, I think this is the one. Yes. It's this. Hi, View. Hi, dear. How are you today? So, what do you think? I think I might put up a poll. I think we're gonna get to both of them today because I want to base them in watercolor. So that means I'll have to wait until one of them dries a little bit. Let's see. Let's go with. Is this Fairy Tale Worlds? Yes. It's somebody. Yes. What? No. What? Let's see. Need to know which one it is first. Just a second, everyone. Just helping the boyfriend with the coffee swatches just for a moment. That would be lovely. 27 degrees Celsius. That is a lot for me, at least. It was right here a minute ago. Yeah. Here, love. Okay, that one is sorted. Did you lose my sound? Or can you still hear me? I hope you can still hear me. Okay, great. Oh, I am. Sorry, I was just looking for my swatches. My boyfriend is uploading a few to coffee soon. Hello, Ada. Let me see. Who else did I not see? Hello, at the colors. Do you have a name you prefer me to call you, or at the colors is fine? Or maybe I know who you are and just don't remember your handle. I'm making up a poll so y'all can vote. Let me get to that page again because I lost it. Yeah. Which one? It's not this one. Pomegranate. I don't remember. Yeah. I'm trying to show you both. These are the two ones. I will start the poll now. Let me see if it works. I've never done that before. Oh, it's you, Adele. Okay, okay. All right. Hello, Adele. Let me see. Ada. Oh, hi, Paulina. Happy to see you. I am still here, I promise. Just messing with the swatches. Did I put it now? Let's see. Here's my colors. 2, 5, 1, 4, 5, 6. Which page is that one? It's the one I don't know where it is. 1, 2. Oh, you mean the complete is here, right? On 4th? Yes. Yeah, so this is probably the one that is correct. 5, 6, 1, 2. So what do you not understand anymore? This book, how hard? I don't know. What did you ask? How hard? This is what's the hard. Always so always. Try this one then. That's what I'm asking. What was the other page? Mm. Henna. Nope, that's actually correct. Look, it's henna and then it starts here. See? Go from yes. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Correct. Okay, sorry everyone. Let me see. Yeah, I really like the name Adele. Mm. Red Riding Hood won by a huge margin. Alright, so we go with Red Riding Hood. Okay. Hope you're doing well, Pauline. Haven't seen you in a little while. I mean, I haven't watched you in a little while because I haven't watched anything really other than catching a few streams. Hi, Kimberlyn. Welcome to the Fox Den, everyone. Right. I have a bit of brown here. Ooh, this is glaring, isn't it? Let me do it like this. Is it better? Yeah, I think so. I do want to do the sky first, though. So I might need some space here. Yes, in fact, I was even going to ask because the last video I saw of you, I don't think it was it the Neko. I'm not sure. It was one of the color alongs, and your voice didn't sound well at all, darling. I hope you're recuperating. And yes, take all the time you need, get some rest, have some fun if you can. I think that's enough space. No. I will try to get rid of that glare in a second. What do I want? Do I want cerulean? I think we could do. Yes. Is Red Riding Hood going in the morning towards her grandma? What the heck? I'm gonna go with manganese blue. I really like this color. Let's see it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to flip it quite a bit. Just run down here. Yeah, less pressure. Oh, your voice as well. Oh, darling. Oh, that's terrible. That sucks. Did you go to the doctor just to make sure you? I mean, you're alright. Like, if there's not like something you need meds for or exams. What? Hold up a second. Which number is that one? Yes. Comes next. Okay. You stop on the Copenhagen blue. Okay, yes, yes. And now bottom up. Yes. Oh, I see. Pauline said, no worries, completely normal for me, only usually happens during the winter. This time it started in March. I was sleeping at the time. That's Char, but as soon as the hostess said bye, I woke up. I did not get all my nap, but it was a tad early for nap. Alright. Welcome, Char. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, Chris. Oh, okay. Yes, I have issues with my voice a lot as well, but for me, it's usually in summer, and I don't know why. It's not typical that because in my hemisphere it's winter now, and it's like 8 degrees Celsius. Someone said that it was 27 degrees Celsius in their apartment. That is brutal. Me? I'm not. I'm in live chat, but I don't know how delayed it is. This time it's not saying that it's low bitrate. Sometimes it does, but this time doesn't look like it. So if it is a bit delayed, I do not, longer than usual. I do not know why. Because so far my internet connection seems stable enough. I'm going to add. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, actually you can. I'm using manganese blue, but it could be literally any blue. I just wanna do the sky. I'm really behind on my body groups this time. Oh, okay, Chris. You were just being needy. I don't know why you have direct access to me 24 hours a day. But it's fine. I get it. Like I was mentioning before, the day Jackie pulled her videos, I literally cried. And I swear I don't know if it's the perimenopause or what the heck is it. All I know is that I cried. Felt like I was losing a friend or something. And I know that was not the case. Rationally, I know that. It was just the way it felt not to find her videos there anymore. I feel so blessed that she's now posting again. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Thank you for the company, because really, it would not be half the fun if you guys were not here to keep me company. I only now notice, is this a troll? Like the stone trolls? Because look, they look like there's eyes and a nose. That's funny. Maybe I'm seeing faces in a place that it has no face at all, which is possible. I will not put it past myself. Jeanette says I might be in lurk mode a bit as I'm trying to color. Of course, dear. Just knowing you're there makes me feel happy. For all the lurkers, if you would like to say hi in chat and go back to lurking mode, it's just fine as well. Okay, this one did not go the way I planned. I think it's drying too fast. It's let me see, 10 degrees Celsius now. So the AC is on, which means the air gets a bit drier, and watercolor dries faster. This is the first time in my life that I actually started a page in the right order. By the right order, I mean in the top corner, the top left corner. Because I am right handed, so ideally, this is the best way to start a page. You know, in the right, you're not going to, in the this side, you're not going to smudge everything as you pass by, but most of the time, I completely forget this and I just go to, oh, I like this, I'm gonna color this. And next thing I know, I've colored something in the middle of the page, exactly where my hand will be next. So, not fun. Kim says our weather is lovely, just can't with this grass and grass pollen. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Kim. The thing with my area here is we have all the seasons in one day most times. Like today, it's really raining and overcast, and it's very a London vibe kind of thing. But most of the time, it's really cold in the morning, and then it gets hot. Well, not super hot, but hot-ish in the afternoon with a blue open sky. And then a few hours later, it starts either rainy or windy with a bunch of windy stuff. There was a really funny episode yesterday. The I am from Brazil, for those who don't know. I think everyone knows that by this point, but just in case. And my country was playing. We were watching the game, and as soon as the game ended, an alarm, a warning started to sound on my phone. And it was the civil defense, which alerts us from hurricanes, mudslides, floodings, all that kind of stuff. And it was saying something odd. It said, "Alert, alert," and the sirens were coming off. And it said misanthropy. It was the only thing that said. And we were like, what is that even supposed to mean? And then we checked Google to see because Google also received the same alerts in my area. And it said mudslide in danger. There was no rain, nothing that would indicate a mudslide. And it was countrywide, you know, everywhere and everyone in the country with a cell phone received that. And it kept saying actions to be taken, misanthropy. And I was like, what? Isn't misanthropy the whole idea of losing your love for humankind and stuff like that? And yes, granted, that's what it means. And turns out it was a mistake. I don't know if it was a mistake as in some intern pressed the wrong buttons or if it was a mistake as in someone hacked something. All I know is the police is investigating now. But it was really odd. Not to mention it scared the bejesus out of me. I was there putting um, potatoes in my air fryer for some French fries. and all of a sudden this alarm goes off, and I'm like, what is happening? Yes, it was the most bizarre thing. First of all, it's not common for this type of disaster to happen in Brazil. And when an alarm like this goes off, it is very serious for an alarm like this to happen. It's like they will only send you stuff if they know is really dangerous and is usually localized. We would get it like in my city because that's the city prone to getting something like hail or frosts and stuff like that, extreme temperature, heat stroke risks because the temperatures would be too hot, or the opposite sometimes. Stuff like that. And it's really localized. This time was the entire country. I thought it was my city. Oh no, I'm not. I think it's the perspective. This is not a long brush, but we'll figure it out in a second. Yeah. This is 15 centimeters, so this is probably 17 centimeters, which is pretty much the size of a regular pencil. It could be the way my camera is set up. I'm not sure. Sorry, don't mean to make anyone dizzy, but we'll see if this makes things better. It was really bizarre. And that was last night, and this morning, then there was an announcement of the police saying they were investigating what happened. It could have been either a security breach or just maybe some intern did pressed all the wrong buttons. I hope that was the case. And I'm aware that people do this, they do it just like for their kind of like accolades, air quotes here. I do know that. I just don't like it. But I know that that's how you make your name in this kind of underground world. Speaking of underground world, I'm not going to claim credit. That was Kim. Kim found out. She sent me a link of this person online on a Etsy shop. Yeah, I think it was an Etsy shop. About a person that is just selling PDF versions of books, coloring books that are not PDF. It's not like that person bought a PDF and now is reselling or print and selling in print. No, it's worse. That person got a PDF version of a book that is a physical book, like an Apple book. And what is that person doing? Selling those digital files online on a Etsy shop. I was really upset. I hate this kind of stuff with a vengeance. This was under the but oh my gosh, you're right, Chris. Thank you so much. I was going to forget it. And I will probably only realize when I was going to paint the wood. Most likely. Why am I using a flat brush for this? It's not even the best one. I'm gonna exchange brushes. I'm gonna get my trusty Neo Sable, which I realized I do not have number 6. I only have the 0 and the 10. Really large difference. I need to get myself the 6 one. Really upsetting. I really thought I had one. I got it right, right? That's the one. Kim says she's not the only one. Yes, I reckon I did not find any others. I didn't even look for others, but I was shocked. I shouldn't be, I know human nature. I should not be, but I was, and I was really angry when I saw it. I'm thinking, do I want to darken the bottom part, or do I want to darken the top part of the sky? I think I'm gonna do it for the top part. I think this might be sky as well. What's the brand of these purple ones? Oh, these ones. It's called Pentel Neo Sable. I bought them in a set, but you can buy them individually. I just thought I would get that. Yes, I like those very much because they keep a really neat point. And I'm not gentle with my brushes, you know. I use them with gouache. I use them with watercolor. Well, these ones I only use for that, but my other brushes, like these flat ones, I use them for everything. My acrylic paints, you name it, I use them for. But these ones in particular, it was Annika who recommended to me, and I think she discovered them from Colored by Maya, if I'm not mistaken. Just adding water here, just to blend it. Because I don't want any super rigid marks. Same thing here. Anyway, like I was saying, I was really upset with the whole thing. And I did contact Chris, found out who is the publisher for April Books, because April Books were there being illegally sold. So Chris told me who was a publisher for that in the United States, because the store said it's based in the United States. And I messaged them on Instagram. Yes, I agree, Chris. I will have to end my stream a little bit earlier than usual. That's why I started a tad bit earlier. I have a kid's birthday to go today, so I have to end a few minutes early. And I'll probably not uh, be. I will be lurking there, but I'll probably not be chit chatting on Annika's stream, unfortunately. What? Yes, you can do that one. This little fairy is so cute. Yes, and I was like, in fact, someone asked what was the size of this brush on Annika's stream, and she said it's a six. I was like, but I have all of them. I bought the complete set, and I don't see a six. And I went to check, and my complete set is not complete because there is no number six. Not on my flat ones for this, and not on my rounds because they have rounds and flats. I was like, I'm upset. No, and I did find them to order, but I'm waiting. I put them in my card. I'm waiting to put more things to be able to order them properly. I need some more. Just a tad bit more. Should be enough. I don't want it to be super dark, and I don't want it to be super vibrant because it's the background, so I want to drag the attention forward here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Oh no. What? Hold on. Where? Oh, okay. Yeah. Leave the white in the end and remove the first white. Why? Then leave it this one and remove that one. Let me see. Could someone please let me know what Annika's channel is? I'm spelling the name correctly. Yes, Ada, that's her name spelled correctly. In Auntie Chris already gave you the link. Her channel is called Axic Fumbles. And thank you so much, Chris, for kicking the universe in the shins and for posting the link. Makes me feel like I'm not alone. To feel like the universe is conspiring against me today. It's definitely what's happening. It has to be. I wasn't feeling my best this week. I eventually found out why, though. I had forgotten to take my ADHD meds, and consequently, I forgot to take my hormone replacement therapy meds. And I was like, gee, Lucy, way to go. Way to put yourself in a funk. You, Chris. Let me see. Jeanette said, after you suggested granulating watercolors for me, got a similar effect using marble story. Oh, that's so nice. She said, thank you. You're most welcome. Yes, I would love to know that too. I haven't played that much with my apertures, I must admit. I am playing with my my Stadler artist watercolor pencils. I have been playing with them a little bit. I'm gonna add more here. And by the way, this is already dry because I have the AC on, so it's drying really fast. This is why I'm going back to places I had already colored in. I would not recommend doing this while the whole thing is still wet. You can have a bleed through, and I do not treat this page because this book usually handles really well the water stuff. Hi Jenny, welcome to the Fox Den. Hope you're having a great day. Well, I hope you're having a better week than me. So I put myself in a funk unnecessarily. I watched Atlanta's Tag. I also watched Annika's last night. I did not watch Erica's latest weekly update. Didn't have the time yet today. So I'll probably leave it to tomorrow. Jeanette said it's not the same process, just made it mostly using different grades. Okay, you mixed them up. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Chris says my Reconfort book arrived today. Oh, I remember this book. It's one that Annika showed us. Yes, I remember. Oh, that's a really nice one. Hi, Anna. Hello. Welcome to the Fox Den. And lots of that bit, yes. Very much so. I think we're good for the sky. Let me clean up this a little bit. I think so.
Tava 5 porque tinham dois whites, daí tirou sobra 4.
Let me just check this. 1 second. Oh, shoot. Sorry, everyone. I whacked you all. It's 150. Is this 24? Hey, hold on. No. You mean it's supposed to be 60? Okay, I believe you. How many layers? One, two, three, four, five, six, and no, seven. Is that it? No, 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 no. This is not the same pencil. It's just the same amount in the same case. So that would be seven
6,
layers. Oh, okay. So 24 times 7 layers. 168 minus 150. So yes. Isn't that a different box? That one over there, the black one. Up there on the top. Yeah, that one. Yes, that's what I'm saying. My case doesn't fit that order. No, that's not the one. That's the one. Sorry. Ada, I hope so too. Ada says, I'm sorry, I've been struggling to say. Hope it's up from here. Yeah, me too. Chris said, yes, I love it. I wasn't hurried to buy it, but I had a mini freak out that I was going to be out of stock or out of print. Well, I can relate definitely because I had many freakouts about that. I think I'm going to need my flat. Should I use my other flat? I might. Oh, you mean here? Char. I'm using watercolor, but if you're talking about Chris's, it's the book. She was worried she would miss out on the book. This is my new sable that is flat. I don't think he's going to be out of stock. I think she was just worried. Still on speech taste and calling high as my head. Oh yes, of course, dear. Rest those hands. I don't know because I did not see it any indication they would go out of stock, but Chris felt she might lose it. Lose the chance to get it. So she got it. Which is great. I'm just removing the gum because I had never used this flat one before. 150. Oh, Char. I already caught that bug ever since I lost my chance to get spirit animals. My only hope now rests on, I think it's Amanda, her name, the one that's about to, when she hits 5K subscribers, she's gonna do a giveaway. Isn't it kind of part of the problem? We rely on ADHD people remembering to take the meds that are in part supposed to make them not forget stuff. Yes, I completely agree. Definitely, and that's what happened to me. And not only I forgot my ADHD meds, since I wasn't properly medicated that day, I forgot my hormone replacement therapy, and then my whole week went downhill. My sleep cycle is already a mess, and it was even worse then. And I forgot like for 2 days in a row, which really messes stuff up for me. Do I want Rodness Black, or do I want Raw? I think I'll go with Rodness Black, just because I can. Jenny said, I have it's a joint problem, yes? They can flare up, yes, every now and again, and my hands have decided to do it this time, and it's really annoying. I agree. It's really annoying. I had barely started my channel late last year when I had a really bad flare of my arthritis in my hands. Ugh, I was so upset. It normally lasts for about a week or two if I listen to them, but I don't listen to them. Yes, I agree. Yes, Chart, that's the thing. I did not know anything about books going out of print initially. Not even when I think when I first started my channel, I also did not know. Oh, no, don't do that, Lucy. Silly you. And what I did was, I really started to like Hannah Kazan like in 2016 or so. And I bought two of her books initially, and I was like, okay, when I prove myself that I am good enough, I will get to my favorite one, and that would be, of course, Spirit Animals. And I never thought I got to that point until last year when I realized I was checking those books because I wanted to complete my Hannah Kazan collection. And I found some, but no spirit animals, nowhere to be found. And that's when I went to Google and found out it's out of print. That's how I ended up with a box of repeated Hanakazen books, because I bought a closed box of used Hanakazen books. Some of them are have one or two pages colored in, some have nothing colored in. They clearly had just been sitting on a shelf somewhere. And I thought maybe spirit animals would be amongst them. It was not, however. So I did not. So I got these repeated books, and now I'm giving them away to a bunch of people that are really dear to my heart. Like I sent Maria hers now because she was looking for, I think it was Grains of Gold. No, jewelry box. This jewelry box, and she really wanted that one. And I had just purchased that used box, used books box, used books box. Just try and say that first. Kim is swatching you some mold butter, new column, and inkten sets. Ooh, nice. I do remember you mentioned you bought a new inkten set. Is that like a 12 set? I don't know what is the smallest set that they sell of inktents. I bought like 90% of my inktents. I think I bought the 12 set of inktent pencils alongside the inktent blocks, also 12 set, and then everything else I bought up in stock. and I just recently completed them. Like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. And which new colors did you get too? I'm curious now. This paint I'm using is actually a black pigment, but it's a really warm black, so it's more, to me, it's more like a brown. So I'm using this one. It's by White Knight. It's called Voronezhskaya Black. I just have the 12th set of new color twos. Oh, no, wait, that's not Kim. That's Jeanette. Yes, nice butt name. I did a 12 set pencil and a 26 set blocks. Open stock from there. I keep telling myself I can mix all the colors. Just have the 12 set of new color twos. You can, but you can also not. I feel like it depends, how much free time you've got. If you're a person that you have, like, you don't have a day job necessarily and not too many appointments and things that keep you off of coloring, as in a time constraint kind of thing, then yes, you can do it. But if you're a person that has a really limited time to color, I think it's best to have the colors ready. It's good to know how to mix them. Take the time to learn that. But if your time for coloring is very limited, then I think it's worth using more ready-made colors than just mixing them. Although I love mixing my colors, I love playing with colors. So I understand if that's what a person wants to do because that's what I do, regardless of my limited coloring time. Kim says the 24 set, that is a Blick exclusive. The colors aren't exclusive, just packaged for Blick with a water brush and oh, I remember you mentioned that. The spritzer for splattering. That's really nice. Really good price too. And you got the new color 230 set, yes. I got the 40 set for the new color ones and twos. Back when I traveled to the United States, I had a few coupons for Blick that I could use and apply. It was, I think, a coupon by Lindsay the Frugal Crafter or something. And they were having a sale. So I got one from Blick, and then I had another coupon, and I found a good sale on Amazon as well.
So big Stephanie.
Which one is different?
No, probably.
Let me see. Where? Which one?
E action no começo. Esse aqui tem o SWAT, dá pra 150 coisas, mas tem também com dois produtos. Um branco e um branco.
That's color missing. Okay. Did you find out which color is missing? I don't know. I need to sit down and look at this, and it's going to take a long time. So try another. Let me see. Blick was cheaper than Amazon. Kim, that's a pretty good deal. I feel like Blick is always a little cheaper than Amazon on pencils. At least when I was in the United States, it was. And I imagine the trend continues. It may be 10. It's a little red tin. Oh, yes. It's probably 10 then. The smaller tins are usually 10 colors, I think. Let me check. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, it's 10 colors most of the time when it's a small tin. Or the new colors, I mean. And this is White Knights, Polychromos. Antiquary set was the basic set, one of the anniversary sets. Millie. Hi Millie, welcome to the Fox Den. Hello, just stopping by, topping in for a bit before company. Ooh, nice, thank you. I put a lot of files in the shared folder I sent you. I think it's there. There's one that has both prism and polychromos I think you saved. The one I made on the yeah, that one. The artist Chaturday artist. The second one. Yeah. That's 22 though. Case swatches. This needs everything. We haven't done. Yes. I've had it a while, so it's just a basic set. You can mix different colors with that. Oh yeah, definitely you can. Oh, that's nice. You put it all in the basket. It's really interesting. Let me get. Can we get a very dark brown now? Now it's black. I'm using a little bit of black just to add some shadows. It's not really a black, it's a brown, but it's a brown that looks like a black. Who's playing, love? Hmm? Who's playing? Who's playing? Sweden and the Netherlands. Nice. Oh, what's going on with Bear is he's watching the World Cup games. He loves football. I mean soccer. And also he's the one doing my. He's transforming my swatches into PDF files in CorelDRAW and all that, so he can upload them to Coffee. That's why. Because he's the one that does that for me. And I asked him to do yesterday, but he was really tired yesterday. He's been in the gym quite a while. Yes, but that's the most common model. Wait, oh nifty, so they maintain color accuracy. You mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking with me? Or talking to me or someone else? I lost something, I think. This is an odd thing, is it not? The root is on top of the path. Yes. Oh, I don't put them swatched. I just put them like the blank PDFs for people to print and color on if they desire. And when I put them colored in on the samples, usually it's just pictures, so they might not maintain the color accuracy. What is this? Yes, it does. Yes. It's a very creamy yellow. Yes, blank charts, exactly. They are the case swatches, but he's also doing my stickers and my fan deck, the ones that Ellie at Color Mama 360 really liked. He's doing those ones too. I can do them too, but he's usually faster than me. What?
Still golden yellow or
Cut down the yellow. YELL dot. Is that enough? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Okay, there's too much water. It's funny because Bet usually when he talks, usually it's because he's gaming, and then he can say things like, "No, don't go that way" and stuff like that. You moron! And now he's literally talking about swashes and color orders. So to me, that can hear him, it's funny. I don't know how well you can hear him talking. I admit it's funny. I'm doing shadows. I should not be doing shadows yet.
this still good yellow, still yellow.
Mm, check. Which one has the same number?
Pastel golden yellow e pastel yellow orange.
Pastel golden yellow is 104 and pastel yellow orange is 401.
Golden yellow.
104. Is that the one that's wrong? Hello, Nissa. Welcome. Welcome to the Fox Den, dear. You have been missed a lot. You haven't guests over today. And I don't know how, but June got so out of hand for me. I was convinced I had more time. I don't know. It didn't feel like so much time has passed since June started. Next thing I know is June 20, and I finished virtually nothing in terms of my bodies and everything else. I even thought of getting back on the wagon for the Fairy Tales of Folklore book. But I don't think it's gonna happen this month. What is 21? Oh, because I counted this. Sorry. This one's going to go to budget. And then this one here. So on and so forth. It's 22, not? Yes, I think so. Millie said, it definitely feels like June just happened to be. Yes, I know. Auntie Chris said, how do you send a single sheet of unfolded paper in the mail? I received one from an artist once, and I think they put into two heavy cardboards, like the backing of those sketching blocks and stuff like that. And then she taped that one so the single sheet was squished in between these two, and then was put in an envelope and sent. Hello. Is your name Hannah or Hannah? Hannah.music. Hello. Welcome to the Fox Den. Welcome to the chat. Oh, great. Yes, let's see. There's something stupid like that. Where did I put my paper? Oh, here. I completely yucked thingy. I dropped water in it. It's honey. Is that correct? Which corner in the globe are you? Oh, Belgium. That's great. I don't think we had anyone from Belgium before. Oh, we did. I think Barbara Colors once came to my stream. In that case, I think she's from Belgium too. So we actually had someone from Belgium here. Chris said Jess was practicing pronouncing Hannah's name recently. I must have missed that one because I don't remember to hear her practicing Hannah's name. But I would have guessed if she's from Belgium, I would have guessed it would sound like Etienne, just Hannah, probably. As in the same way the E is pronounced in French. Thank you for dropping by. It's always happy to have someone new visiting us a little bit, and me finishing a tense sentence half a minute later. Sometimes it takes a while for my brain to complete the thought. I need to watch Nif's latest video. I did see a notification that she posted. It was a caller in chat, I believe, about 1 month of YouTube. To which I want to congratulate Jenny. Jenny is at Nif's Hobby Corner in YouTube. She's a colorist, and if you don't know her channel, I suggest you go check it out because she is really nice. I really like watching her to color along when I want something really laid back and chill. Auntie Chris said their color is very realistic for trees. Yes, I agree. It's the reason I liked it when I saw it first on a store nearby. No, cat hair. Okay. Ada said, sorry I'm not super chatty, got home from a trip, was unpacking, getting things sorted. I'm done now though. It's okay, Ada. If you're listening and making us company, I'm already happy for it. But of course, if you feel like chatting, go ahead and chat. Chair's gonna get adult stuff done. I did that in the morning today. If you're done when I am too, take care everyone. Bye, Cha. To enable all of you, Maya has put out a video about her Japan comic book haul. Oh my goodness. I need to think long and hard about watching that video because I don't know if my wallet can take it. Auntie Chris says lurking while find some lunch and afternoon meds. Okay, lurk away. Oh yes, I did. First I saw the video that she said her parents brought her stuff from Japan, and then she said she was going to go to Japan herself. Yes, I watched both of them. But I did not watch the one she was actually in Japan. I watched, I think it was Maya Updates or something like that. That's the name of her chatty video. I think that's what it's called. And I saw that one. I did not see other ones though. I'm telling you, I'm really upset on my YouTube lately because it's not showing me stuff. Even stuff I'm subscribed to is not showing me. Like I saw new things, but for example, YouTube only showed me that View was doing, I think it was a stream, a Happy Mail stream, I think. When, like 1 or 2 days later, and I was like, really, YouTube? It's not really useful to know things are going on 3 days ago. There was a comment about a not so nice comment in a stream of mine a really long time ago. And YouTube also notified me like 2 days ago. I try to keep on top of comments and stuff so I can reply everyone, but that way it's not too helpful. Millie said I had to turn Maya's video off for a bit because I cannot do another Japan haul. I agree. That's why I'm gonna think long and hard before watching that video. I might just save it in a playlist. And I do have two Korean books that I want in one that I think is Japanese. And then there is the twin books, the one that Pauline I think did a flip through of. And I think was it Pauline? Yeah, and I think probably Jess showed us in a haul as well not too long ago. And I absolutely love that book. And of course I have it on my wish list. And I'm really more like pressed. I feel more like buying a book than an art supply. Like if I see a haul of an art supply, I don't feel like, oh, I need to order this right away. But with books I do because you know, what is it the saying? Once bitten, twice scared. And since I lost spirit animals, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to miss out on any other ones. Also, I feel like it's kind of like an investment of sorts. Like you can buy them now and not color, but you can color anytime you want. And with supplies, I feel a little bit like if they're just laying there, on a shelf on the drawer, I would feel a bit sad that they're not being used, even though they technically don't go bad, but they can go bad. Like if it's watercolor paper, it definitely can go bad. If it's masking fluid, it definitely can go bad. There are instances of mold and gouache, so it's possible. So I feel more pressed to buying books than I feel more in the sense of supplies. If it is a supply and I feel like buying it, usually it's something like, for example, this brush, things that I know I would have use for. And this one was even, I think, was Maya that discovered these brushes, and then Annika showed them in her channel too, and because she had seen on Maya, like, okay, let me get this smaller one now. Today I'm not going to do things the hard way. I'm doing everything the easy way. And I say I find it funny that this color is a black, but it's very brown to me. And then the brown color is actually very black. My opinion, of course. People will see color differently, so that's also a possibility. Oh, you're the opposite of makers. Well, at some point I was a supply girl before, but the thing with, I think I have plenty of supplies at this point now. But back then I didn't, I felt the need to get supplies. Like, I don't have something that works for me to do backgrounds, so I got a soft pastel set. And then, as much as I love soft pastel, it can be really, really messy. And I used to think water medium were messy, but it turns out I felt soft pastel was much messier. And then I wanted something that I could just blend it all like it was a bunch of crayons, but not being crayons, so I got an oil pastel set, which I regret because I should have waited for a better pastel set. But I was having the itch, and I got the Pentel pastel set, which I really do not like. It's very not enjoyable to use, in my opinion. I know people that like them. but I find it too hard to blend. And with my arthritis in my hands, that's definitely not ideal. And then I saw Pauline using the Mungyo pastels. And now those are in my cart, but I did not buy them yet. But they've been in my cart for months now. Black. Or 11 p.m. Okay. Oh, Pauline, you and Jess are my enablers. It's all your fault and Jess's fault. I got the no Koneko. I thought, no, this is not my vibe. And then I saw you doing your color alongs, Pauline. And I'll be damned if I did not rush to get that book. And of course I did. And I was watching your fur tutorial. In fact, it's a very needed tutorial for myself. Chris, I think there are different ranges in the Mongyo. I think the green box is cheaper, but I got the one Pauline recommended, which is the red box, which I think is the softest of them all, I believe. I'm not sure though. I just know I do not recommend the Pentel ones because they are a nightmare to blend. And with me, for a long time I only had like 10 books. And for a long time, I didn't even know many of the authors, like those Japanese books that Jess and Pauline enable me to buy all the time. Before I found them out, I had no idea that these books even existed. And of course, I fell in love with them because they are gorgeous. One that is in my wish list, not to buy, my wish list to actually tackle it and color on because it's right here in front of me, is the Desert Fox one, Fennec Fox. I absolutely love that book. But darn if I don't feel intimidated by it. And I know it's silly. You just gotta, as Pete by illustration by Pete would say, just knees paint on paint. That's it. You started something. Now you just move on. But oh, that book intimidates me. April intimidates me. So many books intimidate me, especially the Asian ones. It's because they're so perfect that they are so perfect exactly the way they are, and I fear I'm gonna mess it up. And they're not cheap or easy to get, so I feel even more precious about them than I should. Oh, hello, Catherine. Welcome to the Fox Den. I'm checking up on chat. Let me see. Ada said, I think the issue is at some point with supplies, you get to a point where you have enough to do most of what you want to do, and you feel satisfied. Exactly, Ada. You feel me. You understand. But back then, when I didn't have like anything decent to do backgrounds, I had to do everything by pencil, and that was taking a really heavy toll on my arthritis and my hands to the point that I was basically giving up on coloring. So I went, I'm gonna go after supplies because I want to be able to do these things that I see, and I think the person that inspired me the most in doing backgrounds, and eventually I did fell in love with doing backgrounds, were Erica Adam Colors. And this is sounding like a tag video because I'm just dropping names here. But I can't help it because they inspired me so much. Jess, Pauline, Erica, and they're all in my favorite content creators with personalities tag. Adele said, I just picked up 4 new books yesterday, all thanks to Jess. Yes, I can relate. Pauline said, I'm sure to do a few more tutorials with them. Yes, they are lovely. They're a mess, but they're lovely. Yes, I think they are. I mean, they are considered a budget pencil, a budget oil pastel, but I like them. Jeanette said, I always seem to get more materials, but just because I get them, they won't make me an expert. Millie said, soft pastels, right? No, I have the soft pastels, and I think mine is the 64 set, is the Mungia soft pastels. We were talking about the oil pastels, though. I love soft pastels, but um, because they were the first medium I ever found out existed other than color pencils, and that was like as a child. And they really help cover up a surface fast. However, I only like using them in my art class because they are really finicky to handle if you're not using the right paper. It's one of the few mediums I say if you don't have the proper paper, it would not be a pleasurable experience. And the problem with that is that pastel paper is, I think it's called pastel matte, and it's just so freaking expensive. It's even more expensive than the best watercolor paper you can find. So it's too expensive. But both works I did back in my art class that actually got to be exposed in galleries, it were my soft pastel ones. Not just the crayon type, as in those little bars, but also the pastel pencils, soft pastel pencils. Because very little things in as medium wise are as vibrant as soft pastels. I have Jeanette said Millie plays. Oh, okay. Jeanette said you all inspire me, but at the same time makes me sad. I just don't have your skills. It's not a well, skill is something we build, Jeanette. And don't think for a second that my skills are great. I just meddled and played with them enough that I'm okay with the results. But it took a while. It took with watercolor. I've been playing with watercolors, not on coloring books, out of coloring books, for about an year or so. So it took a while. And I mean every week, because I was doing that in art class. So that was every week, learning the medium and with the guidance of someone who is an expert. So at least once a week, learning how to do it, how to do water control. And I still don't know enough. I still mess it up quite a bit. But it's funny. It's just for funsies. And that's how I ended up doing that. Oh, I just realized I painted a bunch of bush in brown. Oh, awesome. Not. Is there anything else I could be missing? Oh, let me. Whoop, whoop. I think this is better. Yep. I just want to be able to do a background without having to think about it so much. Not part. This is not the part if a page that I like. Save the brushes for Yolanda stream. The bushes. Oh, for her game. Ivy. Oh, hello, Ivy. Did I say hi to you, Ivy? If I did not, I deeply apologize. And hello and welcome to the Fox Den. By the way, Ivy, I was watching Joe's with the food collab, and your page was lovely. Yours, Claire's, Nessa's. I was in love. Oh my gosh. And I thought it was Kim as well. I think it was Kim too. Jeanette, I think you are much better than you give yourself credit for because you are a naturally creative person. You are an art teacher dealing with a most different kinds of medium ever. Yes, Millie said it right. Kim, I know, said had time with your collab page. I thought it came out really nicely. Me too. Also, I was looking at Nessa's. I think it was a portrait, a profile of a mermaid. And that skin, I know it's blue skin, of course, but or green skin, not sure. But it was so smooth. I felt like I want that skin, instead of full of holes and texture and stains in my face. Like as we get older, I am naturally freckled, but it's getting a bit out of hand. I mean, look at my arm. I'm getting the white stains. I'm getting the dark spots. I'm getting everything. You know, it's just for example with Claire's her page. We know, we see her do her thing in her channel, so we kind of know what to expect. But the ones that usually don't have channels or they are not as huge as a channel as Claire's, we look at things and we think, oh my god, this is brilliant. Why doesn't this person has either a channel or a thousand, hundreds of thousands of followers in their channel? I actually love backgrounds. I mean, I'm doing one now. I'm just checking if I did not forget anything else. I need put a large around. And now I'm gonna go with chrome iron oxide, which is a brown pigment. It's PBR29. And I'm gonna go for the rocks. Adele said, yesterday I saw pen pastels display in art shop. So hard to resist because they're so pretty, but the price. Yes, the price. I bought the 20 pen pastel set and I told myself no more because I love them. I absolutely love them, but they're way too expensive. Especially me. I don't live in the United States, and I think it's an American company, so it's slightly more affordable. And I'm gonna put air quotes in that affordable. But they are slightly more affordable in America than me bringing them up from there, importing, paying tariffs on it and everything. So that's definitely a thing. I bought the 20 I think it's 20 essential, 20 basic set. They rearranged this stuff, so I don't know what is named nowadays. But they're all the basic colors, and then you can add black, white, or mix the colors yourself. And I really like them. They're like my favorite medium to work when I'm going to do something that is original. Although since I started playing with gouache, I really started enjoying gouache as well. But it has to be in pastel paper. I cannot use, for example, pan pastels or I do use chalk pastels, the little crayon types on coloring books, the Mungil ones. But everything else, I do not use pen pastels or any kind of pastels on it in terms of coloring books. I like pastels for more expressive work, just throwing color on the paper. And to get better chalk pastels. Yes, I think Golden purchased the pen pastel brand and their process. They were not by Golden before, but they are now. I think when I bought them, they weren't by Golden, or they had just been bought by Golden. Adele said, "Need to get better chocolate pastel just by trying something that expensive." Yes. I can recommend. It depends what you like to do with them. But if you like to do skies, buy a blue one. If you like to do greenery, buy a green one. Just to lay down the base color. That would not be like super duper expensive, and it would allow you to play with it and see if that's something you like. Because you can like uh pastels, like chalk pastels, and not like them in pen form. Even though I think that made it so much easier to do absolutely everything. But I do think that you can like give it a try, but also not invest too much because then if you don't like you can like use a it's a basic color, if you don't like it you can just use in all the things and stuff like that or sell it. Mm, mm. Oh, Kim said you had a migraine. The chat just scrolled. Hold up. Ooh, goody, I see I have developed an optical migraine. Ooh, if you need to walk away, Kim. If you need to put some those eye covers that are cold or warm over your eyes, get some shut eye. You do that. You do whatever you need to make yourself feel better. I'm almost going towards my. I think I'm gonna go get my Artemis paint. Do I have them here? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I do. Where is it? I'm gonna put some here in this little thing. Yes, Chris gave a good idea. Practice the movement and techniques with cheap eyeshadow pens. That's really good. Great idea. Adele said one singular white luminous pens yesterday. Better be good with that price. I agree. I bought like 4 or 5. I just see lashing lurking for a while. Okay, Cam, lurk away. Hope you feel better soon. Jeanette, I was given the primary pen pastel while blacken a pack of 5 pastels. The mix of clouds. Oh, that's good. That's really good. grain soon. 9%. Antikristader banded Hartkin. Alright, let me see. Am I caught up? I'm caught up. So this is my Artemis paint by Da Vinci, which I love. I have a pen on this. What did I do with it? I don't believe I know I sent some. This is my set. Oh, hello, Andre, my sunshine. The only luminous pencil I've owned is the blender. I have the blender too, and it was my first luminous pencil. Let's see. Okay, I knew I had one poured already. I wasn't completely nuts. Yes, I thought that exact same thing. Oh, I'm behind on stream. I think I'm behind on stream. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to wet my Artemis paint. This is a granulating paint. It's made with viridian green, ultramarine blue, and quinacridone, anthracenoid red. I think anthracenoid red. Oh, you gave yours rosy cheeks? It's so cute. Yes, I saw the face on the rock as well, and I thought maybe I was just hallucinating it, but no, it's there. Let me spray some water here. I think you can see that it's separating, even without even putting on the paper yet. Let me try to bring you closer, just a bit. Can you see there's some green here, right here, and then the red and the blue separating. Oh, I think this is so lovely. If the camera's shaking, that's my dog's fault. He's on the couch and the couch rests against one of the desks. So everything shakes. Audrey said I ordered the last three books that I was missing from Maria Trolley from iMusic. Oh, that's lovely. Which books were you missing from her, Audrey? No, no. Let's try to fix it. I think the only one I do not have, I have a few from her older collection I do not have, I believe. And I have not her latest one. I did order, but it did not arrive yet. Also from iMusic. The Christmas book, her three latest, The Bibliothèque and Arstida. Yes. Julens à la Farge? No, Julens à la Farge. Yeah, that's the one, I think. Her Christmas one, yes. And Bibliothèque des Magistic. Uh, I like their prices because in Brazil everything is more expensive anyway, so they're very on par and they tend to be cheaper if you order enough to be worth the shipping. So I usually order three or four books at the same time, and usually even with shipping, and most of the time it works well enough. I mean the pricing, it's fair pricing. Not as cheap as Lyreca though, because Lyreca is a French website, and they do have free shipping after a certain amount. But I don't think you can find most of Maria Trolli's books in Lyreca. If you do, it's definitely the French version. Oh yes, it is because I bought the French version from her Christmas book, the Julien Zalafagan, even though her Christmas book in France is a compilation book called Faire d'Hiver, which would be winter vacation, and it has illustrations from Orstida, from Shooting Star, from Julien Zalafagan. I think those three. Adria said, I'm missing the first one and Flora. I have Flora. I don't love it, but I think it's just because I had bad experiences with it and didn't go back to it as I should have. So maybe that's it, I suppose. So I don't think it's the book itself. I think I just need to give it another try. Ooh, you got a package. We want to know what it is. Could it be your iMusic order already? That would be unheard of. Would it not? I mean, they're not super fast to deliver, but then again, as far as Hack, you know, from here, from South America, I mean, it would be a really nice instant delivery. I think it would leave us all too pampered, though, if we could have instant delivery to all of our books or purchases. Nessa said, ever get confused if you have a book or not? Like I see someone doing a page and I think I have it, but I don't. Like I see it so often, I think I own it. You're not the only one, Nessa. You're definitely not the only one. I guarantee you. This is absolutely nothing to do with anything, but a while back, my boyfriend showed me a person calling the radio station asking for a song, which is something that people used to do in the old days. And it was a Spanish, I don't know, a Hispanic speaking, and the person was speaking Spanish. I don't know where the person is from, but it said it asked for a song and it said the name, and obviously the name wasn't what the person said. And it's funny because he said two shoemaking brands. He said, "Is son Reebok or son Nike?" And I don't know how, but the radio station guy actually figured out what song he was talking about. And what he actually meant was, "This is the rhythm of the night," I believe. And now I have that song stuck in my head, and I cannot remove it. I'm trying. Oh, thank you, Chris. Ivy said, I've got to run, need some prep for dinner. Have a great day. Have a great dinner, Ivy. Thank you for dropping by. No, I cannot snatch that song out of my head. It's a real earworm, I guess, at this point. And I keep laughing to myself because then I remember the guy saying that he wants the Reebok or Nike song. Which I swear I feel silly. But this is the kind of thing that makes me laugh. I don't understand most puns, most jokes, and stuff like that. I just don't. But this one I got. Granted, it was a person's honest mistake, but I finally understood. I'm really slow with understanding jokes and stuff like that. Thank you, Jeanette. This is that one I mentioned that is a granulating color, the Artemis color. which is also called Moonglow, I think, in other brands. And as you can see right here, it granulates beautifully. And I'm pre-wetting the paper with the paint itself, and now I'm gonna go and get more paint. Jenny said she's lurking because her internet keeps buffering. Of course I can, Jeanette. Is Artemis by Da Vinci. I don't think you can get that in the UK, so I'm going to give it to Daniel Smith. I think there is a version of Roman Schmall, which is cheaper. I do not know the name. I'll have to look it up. This I think is Moonglow by Da Vinci Paints. Moonglow by Daniel Smith. Ooh, you got another order for your birthday. This is nice. Birthday girl. What did I do with my phone? Found it. Then I said, just popped in late to the party, granulated watercolors, have one certificates in Tambi. Are there others I should try? I found I love the effect they give. There are plenty you can do. Kate said, just lurking. Lurk away, my darling. There are plenty you can try. I think Genza Tambi has probably 3 or 4 granulating sets by now. She and you can get those. There are plenty of others. Supervision, which is a Chinese brand, has them. Daniel Smith has plenty of them. Da Vinci Paint has plenty of them. Roman Schmall has plenty of them. Schminke has plenty of them. There's a ton. I think nowadays every major brand has granulating sets. But I was even telling Jeanette in another stream that you can make them yourself if you have paints that naturally granulate. You can just mix them with whatever color you want and they will granulate. Like cerulean blue is a paint that naturally granulates. Ultramarine blue, Viridian, real Viridian, not the hue. I was going to say cadmium paints, but I don't think any of them granulates. Some earth pigments granulate. PBR 24, no, PBR 7 granulates, I think. There are plenty of them that granulates. Oh, and yes, it's really exciting to see granulated paints because they are magical. You can just let them go wild, like what I'm doing here right now. I'm moving it so the water runs and the paint separates. I'm even gonna put my little thing here so it doesn't run in a direction I don't want it to. But I think that for beginners, it's a good set to look for. If you're looking at Genzai Tambi paints, I just don't remember all of their names. I think one of them is Cosmos, the other is Galaxy. There are 3 sets by Gansai Tambi paints that are granulating. I do not remember them all though. Oh, Potter's Pink is a color that granulates too. There is Jesus Christ, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Prizibisk Grey, color 401 by Roman Schmoll. They also have Shadow Violet, that is more violent than Prizibisk Grey. I think Shadow Violet is a bit on the bluer side compared to Moonglow and this one I used. So I think it would be, I'm gonna type this thing, PRZYBYSZ Grey 401 by Roman Schmoll. And Shadow Violet, also by Roman Schmoll. Shadow Violet is 336. You can find them easily at Jackson's. Jeanette, since you're in the UK. And yes, I saw that Chris said you can try granulating medium. Yes, you absolutely can. When you have enough paints, like basic sets of paints, you don't need it because you can just use a granulating pigment that you already have. So you don't need to buy an extra thing. But you can totally use granulating medium as well. It's just not a must. And now I'm going to add more to the face rock. In fact, this one, this brown that I used here, it's chromium iron oxide brown. It's actually a granulating paint as well, but because it's a single pigment, you don't see it granulating too much. And I was using chromium iron oxide brown, PBR29, in this in the rocks, but I figured they were too similar to the trees. I wanted something a bit different. Mm. Alright, I think that's good enough for this part. You absolutely should go get an Ode eyeshadow palette out for background. That's really fun to play with. Hello, Gail. Welcome to the Fox India. Vincent Newton one on my shopping basket. Just can't make my mind, so have done nothing yet. Auntie Chris bought a bunch of dot cards. That's what I was going to say. If you can get your hands on dot cards, get dot cards and play with them first. You know, and then you can see what you like and what you don't. By the way, Chris, the best dot cards I ever bought were from Da Vinci Paints because they come in kind of like mini egg crates. And there's a whole lot of paint in them. And it does not have to be fancy paints. Like I mentioned, a simple ultramarine blue or a cerulean blue. And you mix that with any color you want, and it will granulate and separate. And I thought I was done with rocks. I am not done with rocks apparently because oh no 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 cat hair because I forgot two rocks and I'm wetting it a lot here because the more water you use, the more they granulate. I want to get some dot cards from Etsy Fancy Metallic Paint Shop. The one that really made me want to try those artisanal metallic glitter-ish paint were one that is from Ireland that Annika showed once. Those ones I was like, okay, that's a metallic set I was willing to play with. Because at first I did not love metallic paints, but I did get a Chinese scent. No brand, just those tiny sample ones that I absolutely loved having. I had so much fun with them. In fact, I think it was Nightfall by Maria Trolle that I painted the dark background in. I wasn't fond of dark backgrounds, but then I had gotten these cheap metallic paints. Oh my, another one? Come on. And I figured I might as well use them, right? And it turns out it's perfect for the dark backgrounds. I think it's probably gonna work for the dark backgrounds on RJ Hampson's as well, probably. I'm checking the chat. Sent you to my gouache paint storage containers. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I'll show you in a I'll show everyone in a second. Let me just finish this rock. Many years ago, I was gifted some handmade metallic paints. They got yes, I know, right? I wish I lived closer to Nessa so I could get Nessa's paints. Glittery, metallic, shiny stuff. Chameleon. I absolutely love things that change color. And it's funny because I dress in gray, white, and black. That's my wardrobe. But with color, I love things that change color. Well, I love the aurora borealis. So that should say a thing or two. I mean, my favorite myth is the one of how a fox created the aurora. So that should not be surprising to anyone. I think it's done now. Let me see. Oh, there's a party. Too much, too much. trying to make it granulate a little bit more, so I'm wetting first. And it's hard. Ah, there is another part here. I did not do it. It's hard because the my AC is on, so it's drying everything so fast. Sorry for the silence, just trying to mess this up. Each one holds 24 to 48. I have a CSY palette and some of the cheap Chinese stuff. I want to know if the Etsy stuff is different in this packaging. It probably will be. If it's a handmade one, they tend to be really pigmented and really come to life. The activation tends to be just lovely. I think Claire has also some really good handmade metallic watercolor paints. I'm gonna lift this page a little bit because I don't want the water to run to the other side. Let's hope I don't mess this up too bad. I have about 30 more minutes. I will end the stream about 15 minutes earlier because I have a kids birthday to attend. Gail said, Chris, I seen a book flip through of a new Francois Gautier book and thought of you and Annika. It's about dragons. Ooh, this would be so nice. Oh, Jess, hello. Hi, Jess. Welcome to the Fox Den. I am thinking here that I could add some. I will wait for this to dry. Master of Dragons. I will put it even closer to my AC so it will dry while I do the basing of the other one. Because there's no point in trying to do any basing here now. And I'll get Magical World. Okay, that's the one. Let me just make sure that this is the right page. Might take a little while to dry the Red Riding Hood one, but I will show you as soon as it does. Let me just check the group from Magical Worlds. Yes, this is it. Okay. I'm washing my brushes here just to make sure I don't have a shitload of pigment in them. And where will I get? I think I'm gonna get this permanent red and a little bit of quinacridone gold. Gonna wet this little feedy here. You know what I could do? Yes, I could. Oh, there's art tags and there is the. I thought I had opened my Discord. Oh, Jeanette sent us. She was eating a pizza in a posh, made in a posh barbecue. Wow. Ooh, the containers for your gouache paint, Adri. That's lovely. That's a really nice one. I have one similar, but mine is not exactly like it. I think this one is actually better. Oh, this is sent an art text. This was the first page you did. Yeah, she said, I'm pretty sure this is the first page I did of Johanna Basford. This is so cool. It's funny because this one never caught my eye. And it literally just. No, why are you not going out of focus? I did not tell you to go out of focus. Let me try to clip it. Can I clip it with my order clip? Yes, where did it go? It was right here a minute ago. Forced them in the middle of my mess. It's hard to find. I'm gonna get this one because this is a heavy, chunky boy. By the way, it's this clip I'm talking about. The movie color is back then. Oh, it looks good enough for me. I did not get them. You did not get your gouache, Janet. I thought you had ordered a set for yourself. Oh, you were waiting for your carer, actually. I remember that. But she didn't find them, right? Or something like it. I am going to use. And I'm getting this one back. And then clean it up. And I'm going to get a little bit of Green gold. Yes, that's good. I could get Nicolas yellow actually. Just need to clean it up because it's a bit green. I didn't clean it. I will check on the Discord. Just a minute. Just finish laying this color up here. Might have gone a bit overboard with the water for paper that is not treated, but this is Machaboo, so it's not going to fall apart on me. I'm a little bit farther away from the mic, I hope, because I did move the mic, so I hope this is not too low in volume. Alright, thank you for the feedback, Janet. I'm making a little bit more paint here. A little bit more yellow. And I don't know how to use tiny spaces, even though I don't need too much paint. I just mix up and mix up. Next thing I know, I'm using another dish and another. I don't do small stuff. I'm too spacious for my own good. Color by André said, I'm trying to finish my page for Jess's collaboration. I think I'll finish it today. Is that the Romantic Country collab? I'm so jealous of you. I missed out on that one. I went to the countryside to visit family, and by the time I came back and I had decent internet to email her, she had already filled all the spots, so there was no spot left for me. I can't wait for the third Romantic Country collab because I would definitely try not to miss that one. I love Eddie's books, and I don't color in them nearly enough. And again, I think it's the Asian thing, the Asian book thing. They are so um, difficult to get and also deceptively simple. She looks like she has simple lines, kind of like Maria Tolle, but then you go look at it and they're not. They are not as simple as we think it is. No, I need. Maybe I don't need yellow, which is actually Turner yellow. And I want a little bit of titanium. Just getting to the eye before checking out text while this rice. Jet said, I haven't touched mine, it will be fine. Oh gosh. Just the steps at the front. Hold up, what did I miss? Gail just opened up microcentrums is just a scintillating scotoma. Go look it up. My eyelid does weird and wonderful things with mine, Kim. Me? I mixed the exact same color again. No, I added a little bit of Turner yellow with buff titanium to sort of tone it down a bit, and then I added right here. They're not same color again. Let me check what we got. Ooh, was this you, Adele? I think it was you. We got kitties. Oh my goodness. This is the cutest kitties. No. Oh, glare. Yes, there. Like this. Yes, better. So cute. Oh, I love it. I don't have that color. I want it. Oh, there's more. Can you see everyone? All this lippiness. Oh, I wish I could be a cat for this moment. Is it Germany, love? Germany? Did not score? Did they not score?
Hmm.
Oh. Boyfriend's watching the game and oh my gosh. This is so cute. Let's say. Oh, Jeanette said here. Oops. Oh, no, no, no. Where do I run from the glare? Can I can I cover with my hand? Yeah, I think I can. Yeah. Hmm? Why is it not focusing? I think it's focusing better now. Only the steps to go. There was a lot of things to do. Did I tell you that I find her, Eddie, so deceptively simple, which is not really simple. I decided getting it done in using granulated watercolors, but a step too far this week. I'm using these greys of the Arbustura pencil for the grey background and have been gently dabbing all afternoon. I am pleased with the bit I have finished. It looks amazing. I can even zoom in a little bit, I think. Maybe. Looks really good. Oh, you're doing great, Jeanette. See, I told you you are good. You don't give yourself enough credit. Is there anything that anyone else? Char, Empress okay. I think that's all. We are caught up. Let me check here. Your other smartphone platforms beside Android and iPhone? I do not think it is. Even Oppo is actually an Android based phone. There used to be Windows Phone. Is that still a thing? I don't know if that's still a thing, but it used to be. I'm sure of it. I want Queen Rose. I want Queen Rose with my mix here that was Turner Yellow and Buff Titanium. Let me get a little more of the red. Ooh, yes, that's the color I want. I love this color. That to use now and haven't color in it yet. Yes, Romantic Country is untouched for me. Is why the reason I wanted to get it. But it was not meant to be. Maybe if anyone drops out, anyone else, then I will be called. But at this point, I'm not sure anyone would drop out this late in the game. But just knows that if they do, I think these were supposed to be seaweeds, but I thought they were corals. So now they're going to be corals because I painted them pink. And I just realized I think they were not corals. Too late. Too little, too late. Adele said, no, Windows Phone is retired. Nokia used to make those, but switched to Android a while ago. Oh, okay. I used to have a Windows Phone, but that was at least 100 years ago. Okay. It's beautiful, Jeanette. Yes, didn't I not tell everyone? Jeanette is doing great. And you think you don't have the skill? You definitely have the skill, Jeanette. You just need to trust yourself. Don't go so harsh. Don't judge yourself so harshly. And have some play just for the funsies. Even if you have to sacrifice a page here and there just to see how the colors behave, you go ahead and do that. That's absolutely fine. I have about 10-15 more minutes, give or take. I will end the stream a tad bit earlier, as I mentioned before, just because I got a kid's birthday party to attend. And as much as I love participating in family events, I think those are really important, but I really wish I didn't have to go on this one. Just because I wanted to hang out and do some more coloring. it doesn't matter what the medium is. The gray is more finished now, not yes, yes, nice. Okay, so does there seem to be bias towards Android iPhone color community? I think it's roughly even. I don't know for sure, but I'm an iPhone user, but that does not mean I recommend iPhone. I don't. I've just been in the ecosystem for way too long. It's been like ever since the first iPhone. So, and I have all of the Apple things that launched over the years. So nowadays, to me, it would be more expensive to switch platforms than it would to just stay in it. So I'm in it. That doesn't mean I like it. Nowadays, anyway. There's some old paint here. This is a neon pink. I want this. I want a large one. Want to wet it really fast. I need to be now because otherwise things are not going to do what I want them to do. Just a little bit orange. Yes. I think I'm going to do these ones. I'm trying to finish this one before I had to end the stream, aka before I had to leave for the birthday party. I don't think I'm going to make it though. This coral one here. This one. Yeah, back in the day, when you had a cooperative plan, we would get the phone free. And back then I worked in a company, so I got the phone for free. And then I just kept trading it in, giving the old one, getting the new one, giving the old, getting a new one. So it has been like handy to me, but that does not mean I recommend or agree with their pricing strategy. I absolutely do not. Although apparently Samsung is following suit, which I also do not approve of. So I don't know which would be the best alternative at this point. I can't justify the price for any of them, not Apple nor Samsung top tiers at this point. And another reason I stay in the ecosystem is because of my hands. I don't know why, but these phones keep growing in size. And I hate that. My hand has more. So I always buy the one that fits best in my hand, even though nowadays kind of none does at this point. rose. Permanent red. Let's use a little bit titanium, a little bit of Turner yellow. Let's go with this corally color a little bit. It's getting a bit muddy because I did not wash my brush. Oh, hello, Atlanta. Welcome. Android's nice in the sense that there is a lot of phones to choose from, can have different brands, not too much of a difference. Yes, pretty much. Oh yes, Audrey has both. Yes, that's actually genius. Check with Audrey. It's actually a great idea. I want a really bright pink. No? Because why not? Oh, I have 10 minutes. Can I finish this? I don't think I can. So I want the really bright pink. And now I want coral color right here. I want the this purplish color right here. And I want the blue color. And I think more water. And I want this blue with its purple. And one really, really, really darkish purple, bluish purple. Let's get some ultramarine. Mm, get green. Or maybe I should get a yellow. Should be best. Lemon yellow here. Yes, I know. 10 minutes. Oh, darn it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Let me get my favorite green. What else do we got here? She's matching her IG handle. I know I just couldn't see when Chris was talking to you. My mistake. I don't want to rush it, but I don't want to leave it unfinished. shoot. I could swear it was dry. It was not. Luckily, not a super staining color. Otherwise, I would be in trouble. I would be lurking, but I would not like to be super chatty on Annika's live stream because I have kids to attend. I will keep an eye on it though, or try to, just because I don't like to miss her streams. I have way too much fun. And replay is not the same, especially with the Chaturday gang. So much fun to be there live. Maybe I can come home a bit early and finish this one later. I'll finish the grass, show you the result of the Maria Troll page, and then, speaking of which, I am wondering what you are coloring. Are you coloring? I mean, other than everyone who already sent art text, wait, or fur text. I do know that Kim is getting some shut eye, just lurking. I think that's all we're going to get to do. Okay, thank you everyone. Lucy Jane Marie Fox, what? I am seeing the chat. Let me just show you all that's dry. Dry there. Let me get this out of the way. Thank you. Bye everyone who wanted to see the dry the dry version here. This is the dry version. Yes, at least 20 minutes to Annika, but I will leave early today. I have a kid's birthday party to attend, unfortunately. So I will try to lurk at Annika's, but also again, no promises. I really like when he does this. I don't know, can I show you properly? Will it understand? It gets bluish, greenish, and reddish all the same time. I love it. And this one is going to stay. Ooh, no, nothing is going to stay in the magnet. Ugh. And this one is going to stay here drying while I leave. Can I get it on? Yes. Okay. I will. I'll definitely eat a lot because I'll be way too depressed that I'm not chatting with all of you. So I will need to find something to spike my dopamine, which is definitely going to be food today. Thank you, everyone. It was lovely to have you all here. And I'm so glad I almost finished this one. And I did finish the other one, at least a good chunk of it as well. That helps me a lot in finishing my buddy groups. I hope you all have a wonderful time at Annika's. Say hello to her for me, send her hugs for me. See you in the next one. Bye.